Hello guys, it's your girl Miss Tiana Nicole. I'm here to talk about my paints and just discuss, the inspiration behind them. If you care to watch, give a video a like and stay tuned. Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Tiana Nicole. Hi. I'm here because I asked if y'all wanted me to talk about my paints, my artistry, my little acrylic stuff. You guys like sure, so I was like, you know what, that'd be a nice video. I talk about everything that stresses me out and everything that I be going through, and makeup. Speaking of which, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support for the last video. Like, I was not expecting that many views with those couple of days. I was like, oh snap, people really watching me. So I was like, hey. So it was nice. But thank you guys so much for supporting that video. But all we're gonna do is talk about my paints and my painting and how I got into it and everything else. So if you're interested, give this video a like and stay tuned. So before I get into it, the background, you can see one of my paintings back there. I got started with art back in I got started in art back in elementary school, I want to say. I've always loved art, always been obsessed with art. I love the idea of art being put together. I remember in kindergarten being obsessed with Van Gogh and certain pieces of art, and for kids shows or for if we went to the museum, I could recognize certain art and I'd be like, yo, I know that painting, I love that painting. And then we would have moments in class we could recreate art, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I had a whole passion for it, and I wanted to be an artist, but I just didn't know how to go about it. And then my passion kind of dwindled, and then back in middle school, I loved art class. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I still have some art from middle school. I just couldn't find it before this video. But I used to love that class. And then high school, freshman year, I took pottery and some other class. I don't know where my pottery went. I think I threw it away or it broke. But I took pottery and I did some art, some painting. But yeah, it's kind of weird tapping back into that kind of stuff. But recently, I think before I moved back home, I kind of asked a friend of mine. I was like, hey, I didn't really ask. What I did was I was stressed, and I was like, I love makeup, but I feel like I want another outlet. I feel like I want to paint or draw or something. I've always been obsessed with it. And he was like, yo, I got some paints that you can have. And I was like, what? When I say homie gave me everything I need, he gave me everything I need. Shout out to the homie. But I got a bunch of art supplies and a bunch of art boards and a bunch of brushes, all for free, mind you. God is good. And I still didn't create anything. I was really just, chilling or whatever. So I was like, you know what? One day, I think I was really sad and in my head. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just paint. And then from then, every time I feel a certain emotion, I feel sad, instead of just sitting on my feelings, I just paint. If I'm feeling angry, I paint. If I'm feeling anxious, I paint. If I feel, what's a good word? If I'm feeling a little type of way or whatever, I paint. Every emotion I have, I express that with painting. And I feel like you can kind of see what emotions I'm drawing with some of my paintings, even though they don't necessarily reflect it. I feel like the kind of energy it gives off is that. So with that being said, I'm just gonna show you guys my painting. This is gonna be my painting volume 1. By the way, before I show you my painting, I do have an artist name. My artist name is Ladybug. Ladybug is a name, I think my ex gave it to me, but it wasn't something he called me every time he spoke to me. It was just it was literally a one-time thing. It wasn't set in stone. But when I was I don't want to just have my initials on there. I want to be Ladybug. Anytime I'm doing something with artistry or my inner self, I'll be Ladybug. Why not? So I like it. Without further ado, we're gonna go into my artistry. So I'm going to try to go in order from the first to the most recent, so bear with me. Alright, so my very first painting, my first concept that I wanted was I wanted to create like a three-piece art type of thing, three-piece set, however you're supposed to put those words. I wanted to do that. And one thing that was like in my head that I want to create first was Princess Kita from Atlantis. Like, I love that movie. It's actually been a minute since I watched it last, but she was just so gorgeous. And when I had like the blonde hair back in the day, the silver hair actually, some lady was like, oh, you look like Princess Kita, and I was like, oh, thanks. Anyway, excuse me, there's a lot of sounds coming from my mouth. This is my very first painting, and what it is, it's the first piece. It is her head, and I did this at my friend's house. Shout out to Means. And we were just having a painting session, and I already had this sketched out, but I didn't like color it in or like paint it in. What I like to do is like sketch out my, you know, my paintings first, and then go in with some acrylic paints and then re-go over it or whatever. Most of my paintings have like a black outline with it, which I'm cool with. Like, I'm not like freaking Picasso over here, you know. It's just something I do and I enjoy. So this is Princess Kita, and this is the background and everything. So when I was doing this, I thought it would be cool if I could do her in 3 different melanin complexions. So with the middle piece, I kind of like did a different skin tone, and I have to say the middle piece is my favorite because I just love the structure of it. Like, I just think it's so crisp. Like, I would typically want it as like all 3 pieces, but if I were to have something separate, this right here, it looks so good. And then of course I wanted melanin to pop really well against like a vibrant color, so I decided to do the bottom half like a darker shade. And yeah, when you put them all together, you just got a long, like, elongated Princess Kita. It's like really hard for me to try to put it like that, but yeah, imagine a human whose torso was like that. But yeah, this is my first, trying to have an order. This is my first painting set. It was really dope, like the response that I got. A lot of people were like, who did that? And I was like, me. And they're like, what, you paint? I was like, I guess. And this was like back in, I want to say June. Yeah, that was back in June. So it's September. So I really started doing all this in June, which is super dope. The next painting that I did, I took inspiration from a TikTok, and some girl did this like scenery, and so I did like a night sky with like the trees in the back. It came out doper than I expected. It took me a second to like get the concept of like the trees, but I tried to make it into my own, and I love this piece. Like, this is one of my favorites as well. The next thing that I did shocked my family. They talk about this one a lot, and I see why. Like, I get so hyped the fact I did this, but I did this. It's not necessarily a self-portrait, but it's like, come on. Yeah, this is Lady B, I guess. Like, you can just see the attitude. Like, do I have an attitude like that? I don't know. But all I did was like take like a face chart, and pretty much I just, you know, without features, I gave her a cut. Do y'all see? I am a makeup artist. Do you hear me? I gave Shorty a cut crease. Like, look at her cut. She got a cut crease, honey. Look at the blend. I always blend. And then she got her blush going on. She's braver than me. Like, she has her piercing, but I like it. Hold on, I have to take. That's a good shot. Okay. But yeah, everyone was like, yo, this is dope. They weren't expecting this, and my grandma was like, do one of me. And I'm like, I am not like one of those people that can like sketch faces. I just go off of I don't know, I see my face every day, so it's not that hard just to do me, you feel me? And then she got the white hair, like, I love that one. That's like one of my faves. The next one I did, it's just, it wasn't really random, but I just took like a thick girl with a big afro, and she's sitting on the grass with the universe is behind her and her afro was glowing, and I love this one. It's so weird like talking about my art because like I really kind of see the perspective of other people, and like it is kind of dope. Like I tried to downplay it, like yeah, it's just something, but it's really, I really enjoy this thoroughly, and when I see things I created, it's like, where did this come from? So it's definitely special to me, but I like this one. This is like my queen, like the universe is behind her. She's just as beautiful as the universe. Nature, the universe, and herself are all as one, all created together, all magnificent, like ooh. And the next piece I did, I was just chilling on the porch. This is just a regular, I guess it's a sundial. I had like some type of material that was like sandish, so I was like, okay, it makes sense to make this into a sundial. You can still kind of mold this a little bit now that I'm playing with it, because it's still like, you can still feel it. It feels like oatmeal. It's kind of cool, but this is the only art I guess that is like interactive, like you can like touch it but don't scrape it because I'm not risking it. Yeah, this is like a little something. Just got some colors going on. It's a lot going on, but I like this a lot. Like at first I was like, what is that? But then the more I saw it, the more I was like, oh, I like it. This piece I'm actually gonna stand up for. This piece is I forgot what I wanted to name it, but I'm just gonna show you the whole thing. This was like a cardboard that I just painted over. But yeah, this piece was like one of the pieces that like gave me like an emotional response. Like I think I cried when I finished it. It's just, I feel it, and even now it makes me emotional. Let me stop. But yeah, I feel really connected to this one. It's just, I think it's self-explanatory, you know, just being released and just, you know, being free. I'm really about to start crying. No, but this one's like really special to me. I hate when I cry because I start like this. No, this one's really special to me because, you know, you look at it. That's just me just releasing myself to be as free as can be and as hard as it can be. Just, you know, being free, wanting to be free, and the beauty of releasing. Lord, why am I crying? I did not expect to cry. Ooh, and this beauty blender is so damp. Good Lord. Oh, ooh, chile. But yeah, so I think with pieces like that, you can like feel the emotion behind it, and yeah, I just love the feeling that I get with some of these pieces, because some things I really can't say, I can express it just with color. And you know, it's one thing to do it on the face, but it's another thing to do it and create like a different type of masterpiece. Like I really appreciate this free thing that God has given me, because I use it for good things, and I feel like people connect with it as well, and that's all I really want most of the time with everything that I do. So the kids are talking and playing in the background, and I'm talking super low, but yeah, that's that. I didn't know I was gonna cry. The next piece that I did, I don't have a name for it, it's just unanimous, and it's a lot going on. You can see like these white bubbles, and then you see like, it looks like birds somewhere releasing somewhere, and then the sky looks like on fire. It's a lot going on, but I love it. There's just something about this that I absolutely love, and I don't know why, and I don't have a name for it. I think it's just called unanimous. I love this. I don't know why, but that's that. Like, I don't know how to really explain this. This is different painting. I haven't taken a picture with her yet, but I call this one Eve. I was a little unsure of this one because I was like, she looks kind of funky, but I purposely made her like that because it's like, you know, every time I see like a depiction of Eve, she's like super gorgeous. She's super, you know, like European features. Like she's just like pure goddess. And I feel like what we do is we like that is the definition of beauty, for someone to have like the skinny nose and the cold cut features. But my Eve, she looks like this. She looks like a regular girl. She has a black lipstick, you know, she has her freckles, she has like a raised chin like me, and she has like big ears, and then she has frizzy hair, and she just has flowers everywhere. Like, this isn't my Eve. So this is called Eve. I have to take a picture with this one because I absolutely love this one. But yeah, that one's called Eve. And the more I talk about these, the more I fall in love with them. Like, isn't that dope? The next painting that I did, I will actually post here. I just called this one number 5, honestly. Like, there was nothing else to really call it. I only had her for like a week because, you know, my art, I don't necessarily make it for the purpose to sell, but who am I to like keep something? If something like intrigues you or it gives you a reaction, like, I love that, of course I'll give it away, because whatever emotion I had is released into these paintings, and you know, I can share it with other people. Like, that is like a win-win for me. So I'm not, you know, at first I was like, I love these are my babies, but I thought about like how it could be in other places with other people, and it's never gonna be like my main purpose. But if people get a emotional or some type of response to my art, I would love to share it, like, absolutely. So when she was like, I want it, I love it, and I gave her away, I was like, oh my god, that felt so good. It felt really good. So that's my baby. She's with her new mommy. She's enjoying her new world. And this is the last painting that I did. This is Black Lisa. Okay, Black Girl Magic. I did this one Sunday. It's Tuesday right now. And yo, shorty is styling. In the back of my head, I was thinking about hippie Lisa, and I was like, I want to give her like a black girl spin. And it's like, this is just chilling. She got her green shirt, her pink, you know, pants, and then she got her pink hat on. So it's like, let's give her a funky background, funky 90s background. We got the Martin font on her shirt saying Black Girl Magic, and I just love this one. This one's dope. At first I was like, girl, I cannot draw this correctly, but it came out really dope, and you can feel the attitude from this. It's like, yo, do not mess with me. But yeah, this is Black Lisa. I love it. So my Instagram for my art is it's Ladybug, and it's spelled different, so it's just gonna be here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you loved it, and let's support artists. Alright guys, thank you. Bye.